Graduates, at this time, if you would like, you may remove your mask, and please remain standing.
Class co-president. Class of 2021, we made it. I know you would agree with me that a lot has happened to each and every one of us personally and collectively as a student body over the last year. We lost many nationally due to COVID, but more personally, I myself and some of you lost those that were nearest and dearest to us all. But even still, we persevered as Rider-Raters always do. Many of you managed to pull yourself through, and as my parents would say, by the bootstraps. While some of us, including myself, needed some help tying up the loose ends. But through it all, I am proud and happy to say we pulled through. You, me, and all of us. In spite of all the muck and mire of 2020, we made it to our graduation. It is ours because this time and this day belongs to us. We earned it, and we deserve it. Congratulations, class of 2021. You know, I almost can't believe it, but I am so looking forward to the days, months, years, and ahead, envisioning the amazing men and women we will become because of the obstacles of last year. I just wanted to say, never give up. Don't look back, but forge ahead to better and brighter days. It has been an honor to have been elected and have served as your co-president and Mr. Rader. Armand Prasad, out. Gentlemen, please remove your headgear for the presentation of colors. We will now have the posting of colors and the Pledge of Allegiance. Presenting the colors will be incoming Commander Elijah Uggan. And the Pledge of Allegiance will be led by outgoing Brigade Commander Ariana Menden.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say can you see Please be seated and replace your caps. My name is Paige Montgomery. I'm the Senior Class Vice President, and I would like to welcome you to Ryder High School's 2021 graduation ceremony. To every parent, family member, friend, and of course staff member, thank you. You all have contributed something to at least one graduate here today. We will be taking the information and knowledge instilled in us at Ryder into college, the military, or the workforce. I would like to wish the class of 2021 the best in your future endeavors. Good luck to each of you. Retired Sergeant First Class Kevin Hodge will now recognize the military enlistees from the senior class of 2021.
At this time, we would like to recognize the graduating seniors that have made a commitment to serve our great country, the United States Armed Forces. Seniors and their families, please stand when the senior's name is called and remain standing. Ladies and gentlemen, please hold your applause until the final comments are made. Miguel Refasado, United States Marine Corps, Infantry. Joseph Torres, United States Navy, Avionics Technician. Adelie Cook, United States Air Force, Cryptologic Analyst. Gavin Slabs, United States Navy, Nuclear Program. Juan Espino, United States Air Force. Ariana Vega, United States Marine Corps. Miranda Rose Adame, United States Army National Guard, Communications. Y'all give them a big applause. At this time, all present who are served or who are serving in the armed forces, please stand. Thank you guys as well. On behalf of the staff and the faculty of S.H. Ryder High School, I'd like to thank you for choosing to be a guardian of our country's freedom, and may God bless you.
My name is Victoria Garcia. I am the Senior Class Secretary. Graduation is from the Latin word gratis, meaning step or degree. Each student here today is stepping through a passage into a feature that will vary in degrees through each individual's talents and work ethic. Families and faculty both can be proud of these students. At this time, we would like to recognize the staff members of Ryder High School. These teachers and staff members have had the arduous task of preparing the graduates for this final day. Will the special group of teachers and staff please stand to be recognized?
Thank you. Before presenting the diplomas, I would like to recognize some district administrators and our Board of Trustees. Please hold your applause until all are introduced. Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Michael Kurt. Associate Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Peter Griffiths. Members of the Board of Trustees, President, Mr. Mike Rucker. Vice President, Ms. Elizabeth Yeager. Secretary, Mr. Tom Bursey. Trustees, Mr. Dale Harvey, Mr. Mark Lukert, Mrs. Catherine McGregor, Mr. Bob Payton. Please join me in welcoming our Board of Trustees. As I introduce our administrators and graduation coordinators from Ryder, please hold your applause until all are introduced. Mrs. Tiata Radke, Associate Principal and Graduation Coordinator. Mrs. Sally Marskowski, Assistant Principal. Dr. Troy Ferris, Assistant Principal. Mrs. Felicia Wood, Assistant Principal. Mr. Mark Bindle, Campus Athletic Coordinator. Mrs. Julie Johnson, College and Career Counselor. Mrs. Brittany Bailey, Counselor. Mrs. Jill Locke, Counselor. Dr. Wendy Reisner, Counselor. Mrs. Stephanie Shelter, Counselor. Mr. Pat Templemeyer, Testing Coordinator. Mr. Michael Forney, Graduation Speech Director. Mr. Loy Studer, Band and Orchestra Director, and Mrs. Melanie Coons, Choir Director. Let's give them a round of applause.
Hi, my name is Ella Austin. I'm the senior class co-reporter. Beautiful Savior by F. Melius Christensen has been performed at every Rider High School graduation ceremony since 1963. This tradition continues today as the S.H. Rider High School a cappella choir will now perform.
Now I will ask our superintendent, Mr. Kurt, to present our valedictorian and our salutatorian. Mr. Kurt.
Good evening, graduates. You have heard the word unprecedented an unprecedented number of times from someone like me. However, this year, you've handled this year with resilience and grace. A quote I like to use this time of year is, For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. May God continue to bless each one of you. I want to congratulate you today on this unprecedented accomplishment during this unprecedented year. You have earned it. Go be awesome, Raiders. Now then, it's my distinct honor to introduce to you the salutatorian for Ryder High School 2021, Lisa Parmore. Please stand, Lisa. While at Ryder High School, Lisa maintained a 5.0 GPA. She attended Fowler Elementary, McNeil Junior High, and plans to attend Rice University, majoring in chemistry. During high school, organizations she was involved with or accomplishments: National Merit Commended, AP Scholar with Distinction, and Student Council Co-Vice President. Her parents are Mina and Ravji Bai Parmar. The 2021 salutatorian, Ryder High School, Lisa Parmore.
Welcome to the Ryder Class of 2021 graduation. I'm Lisa Parmar. First, I'd like to thank God for His never-ending grace and this opportunity to gather with friends and family in these difficult times. I thank my parents and sister for always being there for me, my teacher for giving me a voice in their classroom, and my peers for inspiring me and giving me something to say. Thank you to everyone who believed in me. The only reason I'm standing up here today is because of y'all. Today, we celebrate the end of an era and enter a new time wherein we strive for success. Our definition of success is shaped by our friends and mentors during these last 4 years at Ryder. But today, I didn't want to remind y'all of our individual hopes and dreams of the future. There will be many people who tell you what you can be. Because today, we gather to celebrate the present. Oftentimes, in the path towards our goals, we forget the present. We forget the people who brought us here, the people who had been there every turn of the way, those who motivated us to become the best versions of ourselves. We forget each other's importance in our lives and that each one of us is a precious and rare being in this world. Human beings are the only species able to cry, laugh, and express themselves in their great ideas. We look at others, wondering what they're capable of, what wonderful ideas are forming in their heads, what they're going to achieve 10 years from now, or what amazing things these Ryder kids are going to accomplish. However, the one thing we often forget is ourselves. We look at others, seeing a window of potential, but refuse to see the mirror that reflects our own value. I remember sophomore year, sitting in the church watching the choir sing at a concert. ACAP voices rang through the pews and to the back as they sang in Fortissimo, a song about the importance of each individual life, ringing the lyrics, "You are life, you are breath, and you are beauty." The words resonated with me through the years, reminding me to see each person and myself in a different and better light. Today, I want y'all to remember that the beauty of life lies not only in the wonderful people surrounding you, but also within you. Today and every day, I hope you remember that you are life, breath, and beauty. Thank you and congratulations on this achievement.
Congratulations, Lisa. I believe it is now 6 or 7 years that we have had twins on the stage at one of our graduations, including my own 2 years ago. However, we have never had, at least that I know, in the last 6 or 7 years I know, 2 Val and Sal's that are also twins. So, I'm going to get to this one. Our valedictorian, Ryder High School 2021, Risha Parmore. Please stand, Risha. While in high school, Risha maintained a 5.0 GPA. She attended Fowler Elementary and McNeil Junior High. This fall, she plans to attend Rice University, majoring in biosciences. While in high school, she is a National Merit Finalist, AP Scholar with Distinction, and a Volunteer Income Tax Assistance volunteer. Her parents also are Mina and Rabji Bai Parmore. The 2021 Rider Valedictorian, Risha Parmore.
My name is Risha Parmar, and I'd like to welcome you this evening. They said high school was going to go by in the blink of an eye, but then it didn't. Remember when you entered those dark hallways of Rider and everyone assured you it'll all go by fast and in the end you'll miss it? 4 years of homework, 3 minutes of waiting at a red light every morning, 2 hours of sleep, 1 single diploma. It felt like a long time. In physics, I learned that time is relative. If an object was running at the speed of light, the object wouldn't notice how fast the time went by, but the outsiders would. We were the object these last 4 years, while our teachers and families were the outsiders who told us to cherish it. We are the ones sitting through 45 minutes of work, waiting on the clock to tick, tick, tick through 3:05, wanting for it all to go by faster. Yet every moment seemed longer, slower. Time doesn't accelerate just because I want it to. Playing Uno during finals week, walking through the rain to world geography, all the way outside under the same umbrella, singing Sweet Caroline during the Rider Old High game in the freezing, freezing cold. Every second had an importance. Each second mattered because we made it matter. We, the class of 2021, are the ones who filled the seconds of high school. Like each second, each one of you shaped the last 4 years into what they were. One interaction, one joke, one moment, you had an impact every second you were in high school. The summation of all of these formed our high school experiences. None of us had the same experience, but in the end, we're all here together to celebrate this one moment. Now, we are moving on to the rest of our lives. Some of us will pursue higher education, chase different careers, start families. We will sit in juries, sit in the traffic, sit in bed waiting to fall asleep and wanting it all to go by a little faster. Our long moments will have a greater impact though. The same second will mean different things for everyone. This is the relativity of time. Time will inevitably pass by us, but I hope that we'll all remember its importance as we grow up and watch others do the same. They said high school was going to go by in the blink of an eye. I'm happy it didn't. I'd like to thank God for bringing me here today, as well as my family, teachers, and all my peers and friends, including Jason Tran, Amy Ward, Matthew Bitts, and Rose Black. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Rance Radke. I'm the senior class co-reporter. This has been an outstanding class and GPAs were very close. Our honor grads are sitting in the front section and will be individually recognized when we call their names. Please acknowledge this group at this time with a round of applause.
My name is Morgan Pontius. I am the senior class co-reporter. This has been an outstanding class and the GPAs were very close. For the last 4 years, the top 10 graduates of this graduating class have achieved a 4.87 to a 5.0 grade point average. We would like to recognize the top 10 graduates at this time. Graduates, please stand when your name is called. Ms. Johnson, will you please present our top 10 graduates?
Risha Ravjibai Permar. Lisa Ravjibai Permar. Manasvi Jada Reddy. Jason Ming Tuan Tran. Lauren Waverly Waters. Matthew Logan Bitts. Emily Gray Spicer. Jenny Marie Claus. Amy Nicole Ward. Jackson Tate Redding. I would now like to invite Mr. Bob Payton, Board of Trustee, to acknowledge our graduates.
Well, good evening. Congratulations, graduates. Last year, we didn't know if we would be able to have graduation. This year, we counted on having it, but still weren't sure exactly what it was going to look like. I'm pleased that we're all here. Mostly, I'm very grateful to see smiles again. That's heartwarming for sure, and to see all of you out front. And Mr. Preston, third row, enjoy that hair while you got it, dude. That's awesome. Wow. Hey, as you all prepare to step out in a world apart from 4611 Cypress Avenue, my prayer is that you have that still, small voice inside of you for guidance. That voice that will give you pause, since the family that has brought you this far may not be quite as close as they have been. You've been the varsity. You've been on top. Now you're going to have to step back down, whatever that looks like, as you start something new. New in a career, new in the military, new at school. You'll be the freshman class instead of the senior class. You've been the varsity. I'd like to now talk about the versity. For some, that'll mean university. Wherever or whatever is next, I hope that you will give it your all. Another versity we hear a lot about these days is diversity. While our nation struggles to figure out what that looks like, diversity in your life can mean a lot more than just what makes the headlines. Embrace your own diversity by exploring new learning, new career fields, new hobbies, and new friends. Explore, and don't let today be your lasting defining moment. The last versity is adversity. In 2 of the most active years of your lives, you have faced more adversity than many ever had to face at your age. I hope it made you stronger, more adaptable to changing surroundings, and aware that even unwillingly, often we can drastically affect other people just by our presence. Dr. Blair and the faculty of S.H. Ryder High School have verified to the Board of Trustees that you have met all the requirements of the state of Texas and the school district to graduate. Thus, we as members of this district school board are proud to award your diplomas, symbols of this accomplishment. Dr. Blair, the Board of Education is ready for you to present your senior class to us now.
Members of the Board of Trustees, I hereby certify that these students have completed all requirements for graduation. This is the moment we have all been eagerly awaiting. Members of the Board of Trustees will be presenting the diplomas to our graduates. So at this time, trustees, will you please take your place? I present to you all the 59th graduating class of S.H. Ryder High School.
I don't know how to do this. Okay. Risha Ravjibai Permar. Lisa Ravjibai Permar. Manasvi Jada Reddy. Jason Ming Tuan Tran. Lauren Waverly Waters. Matthew Logan Bitts. Emily Gray Spicer. Jenny Marie Claus. Amy Nicole Ward. Jackson Tate Redding.
Annalisa Lopez Alvarez.
Lexus Bree Aqualo. Lance Allen Asmus. Ella Elizabeth Austin. Tariq Abe Bay. Tamara Amada Leanne Bishop. Joseph Paul Black. Isabella Rose Campbell. Maria Isabel Chapa. Allison Ann Clancy. Caitlin Nicole Contreras. Katie Louise Cooner. Laura Elizabeth Coyle. Macy Grace Davis. Rainey Desiree Diaz. Nathaniel Lee Easterwood.
Megan Nicole Enriquez. Victoria Alize Garcia.
Lillian Rose Green.
Elijah David Hernandez. Ileana Mariah Hernandez. Fidel Arafat Higuera.
Benjamin Robert Hill. Gunnar Arlen Holden. Parker Allen Hooper. Kuhn Daniel Houtsma. Heather Adrian Hughes. Kalia Lorenza Jackson. Anjali Mukesh Kala. Ethan Thomas Lane. Hannah Camille Lawrence. Melinda Grace Lee. Jill Lynn Leslie. Brennan Michael Liflin. Sarai Linares. Jessica Catherine Malone. Madeline Isabel Manus. Tyler Mitchell Martin. Ariana Marie Minden. Paige Meredith Montgomery. River Sloan Morgan. Isabel Oyama Gose Murphy. Dewey Kwong Nguyen. V. The Nguyen.
Ileana Celestial Perez.
Two on FAM.
Annalise Grace Porras.
Morgan Lee Pontius. Alex Lee Preston. Rance Atkins Radke. Kennedy Grace Roberts. Kara Alexandra Rogers. Miranda Lee Rose Adame. Renelle Ivana Rushatsi. Audrey Grace Schrader. Spencer Ian Simons. Rig William Stephen Smith. John Tennyson Spears. Johnny Dewey Tran. Nok Quang Tran. Caden Garrett Watson. Lachelle John A. Wright.
Sabrina Acuna.
Miko Simis Agun. Ariba Ahmed. Valerie Consuelo Alarcon. Marilee Rose Albus. Sheridan Diane Allen. Caitlin Ann Englund. Elian Aranda Munoz. Ashley Christina Arizola.
Adam Matthew Arredondo. Maya Sierra Arredondo.
Tiana Renee Arthur. Keely Michelle Baird. Colby Ray Ballard. Imarion Latier Banks. Caitlin Paige Bernard. Colby Lee Barnes. Jemiah Nicole Chantel Berry. Caleb Anthony Beagles. Mason Samuel Beard. Carson Tyler Adam Beasley. Kaylee Mariah Joy Beal. Courtney Lynn Belknap. Liberty Elizabeth Bell. Kendall Cole Bentley. Thanook David Bernard. Chris Drake Berry. Ryan Brady Black. Ava Rose Blagg. Anna Catherine Bourgeois. Mila Nicole Bradford. Marley Reese Branch. Emma Blair Brandt. Haley Grace Bria. Christopher Austin Brindley.
Luis Ángel Briones Vázquez.
Cody Norris Brock. Jacelyn Mackenzie Brooks. Damon Patrick Bryan. Aaron Lee Bryant. Caden Joe Buckley. Tessa Renee Buckley. Jalen Anthony Buckner. Addison Paige Burns. Jacob Robert Bynum. Delilah Ariana Bird. Latravius Andrew Bird.
Sierra Nicole Campa.
Brennan Parker Taio Campbell.
Let's go, BC! Yeah!
Cameron James Carlisle. Benjamin Mitchell Carnley. Bryce Michael Carpenter. Haley May Carpenter. Jacob Owen Carr. Malik Rashad Austin Casimir. Justin Lewis Caskey. Michael Jed Castles. Kyra Renee Catlin. Jada Elizabeth Chandler.
Eric Arad Chaparro.
Mia Page Clark. Desmond Lamar Claudrick. Mason Troy Anthony Connor.
Amia Nicole Contreras. Benjamin Patrick Contreras.
Michaela Alexis Cook. Atlee Nicole Cook. Aaliyah Mackenzie Corneliuson.
Oscar Iván Corona Cervantes.
Harley James Cottingham. Liam James Kress. Braylon Chriselle Crow. O'Derry Jaynord Dalton. Nicholas Brian Darkus. Alani Reese Darko. Callie Aaron Davis. Jonathan Allen Davis. Madison K. Deffenbaugh.
Isaiah De Hoyos.
Tyjani LaCourche Dixon. Kaylee Marie Donaldson. Caitlin Paige Dunlap. Zachary James Dunn. Matthew Ryan Ike. Jordan Jeanette Ellingson. Brendan Andrew Ellis.
Adrian Escarcega Ordonez.
Ethan William Eskew.
Alex Guadalupe Esparza. Juan Daniel Espino.
Victoria Marie Escabel. Tristan Blake Estes. Riley Danielle Finley. Jacob Daniel Forrester.
Ashlyn Nicole Foster. Dawson Lloyd Frazier. Dariani Lacey Frazier. Chloe Alexis Free.
Daniel Adrian Galindo.
Gabriel Wayne Galindo. Allie Bryn Garcia.
Gabriela Rianne Garcia.
Caleb Lauren Garcia. Kira Gail Garcia. Haley Madison Gardner. Michaela Dion Gardner. Katie Renee Garman. Elijah Kent Garrett. Cameron Diego Garza. Isaiah Alexander Gates Wetzel. Laura Ann Gibson. Madison Marissa Gilmore. Gavin Elwin Glaugy. Logan Matthew Goins. Milani Sariana Golden. Mia Giselle Gonzalez. Sylvia Marie Gonzalez. Rachel Gonzalez. Mason John Greer. Tate Alexander Greer. Nathan Britt Groves. Mario Alberto Guerrero. Tavionte Keon Hargrove. Carmen Catherine Harris. Cecil Andrew Harris. Ciela Maya Harris. Camden Drew Harrison. Alexandria Marie Harvey. Jack Austin Hatch. Landon Dwayne Henry. Haley Marie Hernandez.
Leon Ernesto Hernandez.
Ethan Ryder Hoffman. Ashlyn Emery Hollers. Seth Ian Hollis. Robert Andrew Holloway. Dominique Trayvon Horton. Traylon Jashawn Hoskin. Brianna Love Hudson. Laura Linda Issa. Addison Grace Jackson. Cassidy Gladys James.
Caleb Mike Jimenez.
Kilea Anaya Naara Johnson. Abigail Faye Jones. Cooper Lee Key. Rachel Marie Kenyon. Tanaya Marie King. Braden Dale Kirkland. Butoy Kita Haga. Kiza Kita Haga. Colton Everett Lane Kraus. Tobias Michael Cronline. Clayton Aaron Lager. Colton Gentry Lane. Yuri Rashawn LaRue Russell. Jairus Royale Lee. Cameron Page Lee. Jamaica Ann Marie Legg. Theron Adriana Light. Paul Eric Linares. Glenna Claire Linthicum.
Alejandro Lopez.
Bailey Michael Lopez.
Osvaldo Lopez. Ethan Michael Lujan.
Zane Thomas McFarland. Haley Lee Majors. Aaliyah Elaine Martin. Jasmine Maria Martin. Jawan Tylese Martin.
Katia Leilani Martinez.
Ethan Turner McConnell. Connor Patrick McCormick. Danielle Carissa McKee. Michael Yusuf McMillan. Mason James McWhirter. Jacob Emmanuel Mellenson. Andrew Paul Merritt. Jaden Michael Miller. Dayton Lee Monroe. Georgina Yannin Melgoza. Corbin Slade Montiano. Tori Elizabeth Montiano. Alexandra Ray Montgomery. Micah Jordan Montgomery. Devin Alexander Moritz. Madeline Denise Morris.
Daslin Jane Gomez Munoz.
Devin Brent Murray. Savannah Grace Nave. Michael Allen Nelson.
Parker Wade Newsom. Ariana Celeste Wynn. Madison Elizabeth Nichols. Alexis Kaylee Nix. Tristan Japheth Norris. Parker Lane Austin. Jackson Alexander Owens. Gabby Ann Page. Gavin Cole Parker. Evelyn Grace Parks. Peyton Michelle Patterson. Anastasia Marie Pulaski. Chase Matthew Pearson. Kyle Hunter Perez. Arman Ramesh Chandler Persad. Dominic Anthony Pettigrew. Savannah Bell Phillips. Rihanna Lynn Pierce. Morgan Marie Pope. Quintavion Isaiah Pope.
Angie Daniela Borta.
Alexander Michael Preston. Christopher Tomas Rael. John Anthony Rainbolt. Lyndon Joseph Ray. Miguel Julian Reforzado. Chance Roman Reyes. Jacob David De Jesus Reyes. Cannon Briggs Rice. Kimberly Allison Ringwood. Oliver Gael Rios. Blake Daniel Ritchie. Bryson Charles Roberts. Trinity Rain Roberts. Renya Emery Robertson. Audrey Leanne Robinson.
Devotion Sky Rodriguez.
Jacob Joseph Rodriguez. Jose Guadalupe Rodriguez. Liana Rose Rodriguez. Kalina Cherie Romero. Lexi Jabea Rosario. Aiden Joshua Rumfelt. Ariana Simone Sanchez Vasquez. Gavin Xavier Schlabs. Joshua James Schreck. Joseph Osceola Sepulveda. Corday Smith. Mackenzie Renee Splon. Bobby Ray Stevens. Audrey Ray Stevens. Shayla Michelle Stevenson. Dylan Charles Stockhausen. Parker Donald Stockhausen. Madison Page Stewart. Ethan Christopher Tack. Coy Austin Taylor. Chance Wayne Thomas. Brooke Elizabeth Thompson. Gage Alexander Thorne.
Logan Kane Tijerina.
Kristen McKenna Tolliver. Paris Lydia Topping.
Joseph Christopher Torres.
Kiana Alondria Triggs.
Jocelyn Nicole Trujillo.
Fiona Truk Tu. Lillian Ray Vasquez. Alante Malik Vizi. Quincy Aaron Vetter.
Ariana Justice Vega.
Cameron James Waddell. Kendall Marie Wagner. Aaliyah Nicole Wallace. Matthew James Wang. Neville Robert Washington. Dominic Edward Watson. Donovan Lamont Weaver. Paige Marie Weldon. Jalen Deshay White. Colin Douglas Williams. Dontrell Jabbar Williams. Hayden Allen Williams. Spencer Garrett Wilson.
Lacey Darlene Wilson Acuna.
Riley Elizabeth Wood. Michaela Adriana Woodward. Peyton Marie Woolington. Alexis Rebecca Young.
Should I turn this off? It's off.
Sounded great.
Hey guys, my name's Kara, and I'm the senior class treasurer. We will now have the playing of the S.H. Rider Alma Mater, which was written by previous choir director, Mr. Don Cowan. Mr. Cowan was the Rider choir director for over 30 years. He organized and wrote the Alma Mater and led Rider's first choir in 1961. Graduates and members of the audience, please rise and join me in the singing of the Alma Mater and remain standing for closing.
Dear S.H. Rider, I stand upright, 'tis our cry to learn a loss or victory, for we will always try. Our colors we will follow. Fly, the sun
My name is Manas Vireddy, and I am the senior class co-president and president of the Student Council. On behalf of the class of 2021, I'd like to thank our teachers, family, and friends for their endless support and encouragement. It's because of you all that we have the opportunity to be here today and the courage to face the undertakings of tomorrow. A couple of months ago, my English teacher, Mrs. Preston, showed our class a TED Talk about creativity within the education system. Now, it was very early in the morning, but I'd like to share with you all what I learned that day. As children, we're all artists. We're innately outspoken, innovative, and curious. We aren't fazed by failure. However, as we age, as we enter the workforce and take on responsibilities, we tend to lose some of that sparkle. After tonight, each of us will enter a new chapter in our lives. We all have dreams, of course, but what lies ahead is largely unknown. What career we might pursue, what successes we might behold, what mark we might leave in the world. These are all questions that we'll spend years pondering. So, to my classmates, I'll conclude tonight's ceremony with a piece of advice. In the wise words of Abraham Lincoln, the best way to predict your future is to create it. Your future is only as bright as you believe it to be, and your dreams will only reach as far as you'll let them. We owe it to ourselves to hang on to the courageous, certain, and bold artists within each of us and use it to chase our aspirations. Fellow classmates, at this time, please join me in the switching of the tassel.